Hello and a warm welcome to a new video here on my channel here at Comaik. I'm building a small animal house with an aviary here in the garden. I've already built the house and now an aviary is going to be built here in the outdoor area so the birds and small animals can move around freely without being able to escape. I'll show you how I'm doing it all here in the video. Stay tuned, we're about to get started. The house on this 4x4 meter foundation slab is already in place. In the video in the description below, I show you how I built this house and also deviated from the instructions, for example, when it comes to the roof. Here in the outdoor area, I want to build an aviary. Part of it will be covered and another part will be open to the sky. This is where the budgies will be, this is where the cockatiels will be, and this is where guinea pigs and rabbits will have their free roam area. To keep the animals from escaping, the whole area naturally needs to be enclosed. I've already installed the first beam here on the side, and on the other side there's already a beam set in the foundation. A beam is also going to be installed at this spot, and then I want to build this aviary in a sort of timber frame style. I'm starting today by setting this crossbeam in concrete as well, and then piece by piece I'll build this framework upwards. The beams on the foundation were screwed directly into it using standard U-brackets. In this area, however, the beams are suspended high in the air. To ensure it's still stable, I've gone back to my method of using point foundations. For this, I first buried these PVC pipes in the ground, some as deep as half a meter, filled them with concrete, and then I installed these concrete anchors. I'm going to use the same principle in this spot here. As you can see, I've already set the PVC pipes in concrete. This is all hard concrete now. There's still a bit of space underneath. This is where the beam will go, and over the entire length, everything is aligned on one level, perfectly level. And now for the wood, the wooden beam, which I have in storage here, will first be placed on top, roughly aligned, and then I can attach the post anchors. I've now placed the beam on the PVC pipes and aligned it roughly in line with my border. The beam is supposed to overhang here later and be connected on the inside to this existing beam with a bracket. I've already marked it all out. I'm going to cut through it here with the saw, attach a bracket here, and then tack the whole thing in place for now. Afterward, these anchors will be placed exactly at the position where the PVC pipe is, making sure that each anchor is properly aligned with the pipe. Each one will then be fastened securely in place with 2 screws, which helps to keep the anchors stable and prevents them from moving or coming loose over time. Once the drilling is done for all 3, the beam is turned completely over by 180 degrees so that these tips, these spikes, these dowels are pointing downwards. And then I can simply fill this area with concrete and the whole thing can cure and will then be solid. I did the exact same thing over here and it works perfectly. I've attached all 3 post anchors to the beam and have already turned the beam 180 degrees so the dowels reach down into the PVC pipe. The beam is already aligned in height. As you can see, it is pretty much level. And over here, I have used a sturdy bracket to securely fix the beam at the correct height. The whole thing is now resting on the bracket here. And on the other side, it is resting on this brick, which provides a stable base. And now I can mix some concrete and pour it into the PVC pipes here on the side, compact and tamp it all down nicely, and then it can dry for a day and will be ready for further construction the next day. After 3 days, the concrete has cured, the beam is holding firm. I can now start building the timber frame for this project. Here's the plan. I want to carefully place a large, sturdy crossbeam up here. which will then extend upwards from this point. It will be attached securely to the wooden house with strong brackets, then it will go across here and rest on the other supporting beam down below. This method should provide a solid and reliable framework for the rest of the construction process, ensuring that everything is properly supported and aligned. On that beam, I'll then install the cross battens, add a roof to the front section, and towards the back, the whole thing will be placed on the beams that I'm building right here. My tools, my materials, you can see them here. I've already got them all laid out. I have large brackets for the extension on the wooden house. I have smaller brackets for the 8x10 beams. These here are 8x8 brackets, if I remember correctly. I have various wood screws to fasten everything. I have smaller brackets to attach the 60x40 roof battens. Of course, the saw is a must, the cordless screwdriver, hammer, spirit level, and of course, the wood I'm going to use. From now on, I'll just let the other camera run. Have fun watching the fascinating construction of the outdoor aviary and enjoy the process. It took a good 5 hours to build the framework of the outdoor aviary. On the sides, I installed the 10x80 beams, and then, with an offset of 1 meter, I added the 60x40 battens. The aviary mesh, this wire has a width of 1 meter, so I can easily staple it on from both sides. In the upper section, I have installed roof battens, which are also used to staple and securely fasten the aviary wire in place. This ensures the aviary wire is held firmly and remains stable. Additionally, this front section here was also roofed over, so the animals can sit outside later on, enjoying the fresh air, but still stay dry and protected from the rain. If necessary, I can extend this roof by another segment. I'm not quite sure yet what we'll really need. The remaining area will definitely stay open because a green space is planned for down here, since besides the birds, rabbits and guinea pigs will also be kept here. In the next step, I'll attach the aviary wire. I'll line the floor with aviary wire, pull it up on the sides, and basically seal the whole thing so that none of the animals can escape, and especially so that foxes, martens and other animals. Furthermore, a sally port will be built in this area. This means one door that will be right here at the front and a second door that will be installed here so that you can enter the whole thing at your own pace without having to worry about. So as you can see, there's still a lot to do, but the basic structure is in place. There are still a few small tasks ahead of us, but the whole thing is slowly taking shape. If you want to know how the whole project continues, stay tuned. Then subscribe to my channel, hit the bell, and you'll find out as soon as a new video goes online. Otherwise, I'd of course be thrilled if you give this video a like, and the comments under this video are also certainly worth a look. If you just want to give me a tip, I really appreciate your support. At this point, I want to sincerely thank you very much for watching. Until next time, take care. Bye.